Hi guys, welcome to Big Daddy's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to do a classic rotisserie chicken with roasted vegetables, potatoes and carrots this time. Now when you think rotisserie, right away you think open flames barbecues or lots of hassle. But nowadays conveniently a lot of our ovens are actually equipped with the rotisserie setup. And if your oven has one of these things, then you can do rotisserie in it, and that's the way we're going to do it today. For this I've got some baby potatoes. I haven't peeled these, but I've given them a good scrubbing and washed all the dirt off of them. I quite like the texture of that skin. I mean, it gets crispy, it gets nice and golden. I've got about 20 of them in here, 20 baby potatoes. If you like more, just add more to it. About 3 carrots. Aromatics, I've got a whole garlic, and I haven't disassembled it, just leave it like that. And I got 3 shallots. I have some garlic butter for the chicken. Sea salt, black pepper, rosemary, and olive oil. That's about a couple of teaspoons, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, and a couple of teaspoons. And of course, the star of the show is our lovely chicken. This one weighs about 1.3 kg, roughly about 3 pounds. To your chicken, add your olive oil. Take your rosemary, put it in your hand, and crush it a little bit. And what that does is it releases some more flavors. And it smells really, really nice. Both your hands and the chicken. Pour your black pepper on top. Put your salt. Now I know you're thinking that's quite a bit of salt, but that's really only going to stay on the surface. And it's not really going to go too much into our meat, but the flavoring as well. So give that a good massage and rub all those lovely flavorings all over your chicken. Don't be afraid. Love your chicken and it'll love you back. About that, like that. And I would actually recommend you to sit this in the fridge just so that everything infuses into your meat before we go any further than that. Okay guys, our chicken's been sitting in the fridge for about 2 hours now, and it smells really nice. All those aromas are coming out now. And before I truss it and put it on the skewer, I want to add the Big Daddy touch, which is garlic butter. I'll take a knob of butter and create a bit of a cavity between the skin and the breast, and be careful with doing that because you don't want to break that skin. That skin is almost like a protective layer to keep all the juices inside. Work some of that butter inside that cavity that you just created. Do the same for the other side as well. Be patient with it, don't force it. If your garlic butter is at room temperature, it's going to be a lot easier to work with rather than hard cubes of butter. Okay. You can do this and push the butter all the way to the front. And all that's going to do is make sure that the lean part of the chicken, which is the breast, is getting some of the juice from the butter, getting some of the flavor. Your dark meat has already got loads of flavor on it, so you're enhancing the not so flavorful parts of the chicken. And give that a good massage and make sure those 2 pieces of breast have a nice coating of butter on top of them. If you got some butter left over, please don't throw it away. Just take it. Dump it inside the cavity, like so. As that heats up, that butter is going to melt and it's going to drip on top of your vegetables, and it's going to go more inside of your chicken. Now it's ready for trussing. Please look at my video on how to truss a bird, and it shows you step by step, and it's a really easy way, and it tells you why we do the trussing and all that. So let me truss this up, and then we'll put a skewer on it. Okay, here's the fun part. You take your skewer, take one of the forks out, put the skewer flat like this, so that these forks go inside your thigh right there. Okay? Then take this one, so take that and push it inside your meat as hard as you can. Turn it around and tighten up that screw, like so. And as that baby turns, it's not going to move anymore. Now it's ready to go in the oven. Okay guys, so I've put the rotisserie chicken inside the oven. Look into your oven manual just to see how this works. Make sure you got all the parts working properly. I've got the vegetables under the chicken, and what's going to happen is all those juices are going to drip and go into the vegetables, and it's going to infuse all the flavors that we have from the chicken into our vegetables. It's going to make it taste really, really good. I'm going to put it on 190 degrees, and I'm going to turn the rotisserie on, and this is the fun part. Look at that. Okay? Every time you're doing rotisserie in the oven, your heat's coming from the top and the bottom part is off, which is excellent because it's going to make sure that our vegetables don't get burnt while the chicken is cooking. And as this turns, all the sides are going to get that crispy skin on top of them. So anyway, I'm going to close the oven door and let that sit for about, I would say, 20 minutes for every pound of chicken. That's about 3 pounds, so I would give it about an hour. It's been about an hour, and as you can see, our chicken is looking and smelling beautiful. So I'm going to wait till it turns to a fatty side, and I'm going to stick a toothpick in it to see if any pink juices come out of it. And if no pink juices come out, then that means it's done. So let's try that out. Right there. Perfect, that chicken is done. So we'll take it out and let it sit for a little bit. In the meantime, we leave the vegetables in there just to make sure that they roast up and brown up a little bit more, and then we'll be ready to start plating. So we've taken the chicken out of the oven. I don't know if you can really see the colors and the steam that's coming out of it. You're definitely not getting the smell, which is the best part of it. But you don't want to take the skewer out yet. You don't want to start disassembling yet. They're still quite hot from the oven. So what I'm going to do is just cover it with foil and let it sit for about, say, about 5-10 minutes or so. In the meantime, our vegetables are getting a bit more roasted on top. We'll take them out once the vegetables are done and we start plating. This skewer is now cool enough to handle, so we'll just take that out and hold firmly, and that slides out easily. Now before you start serving this, you need to make sure that that trussing that you had is taken out. Okay? I'll tell you what, nothing puts a smile on my face like a side of a rotisserie chicken. Well, not nothing, but it's a family show. Okay, so we're going to start plating this now. Get a nice big plate. By the way, look at these vegetables. Look at how beautiful, look at how toasted those carrots are. That's all the sugar that caramelized on top of the carrots. And that garlic, that is just soft, that's like butter right there. Okay, so give that a good turn. Oh, by the way, look at these. This is all the juices that rendered off from the chicken, and we're going to use this. This is liquid gold right here. So take your chicken, put it to one side, like so. Dig in there for your vegetables. And there's no set way of doing this. This is a rustic meal, so just go ahead and just put them on the plate. Like that. Like so. Look at these potatoes. Look at that. That is beautiful. Take that garlic. See, that looks like a little bit of flour, doesn't it? Get everything around. Don't be shy. And those juices, take some of that and pour it right on top of that chicken. And a little bit on the vegetables. Not that they need it, but why not? That's it, guys. That's the Big Daddy rotisserie chicken with some vegetables. I hope you like this one, and remember, never trust a skinny chef.